Chat is enabled, but unfortunately we cannot show messages here due to quota issue with YouTube service. We are working with YouTube to resolve this. Okay, fine. All right, whatever. Okay, so hi guys. Yay!
Hey,
Here we are. We're back. Yay! All right. So let's get cracking here. Refresh my memory. Welcome back after chapter 9. Chapter 9. I'm proud of us. Look at that.
Chapter 9 is done.
Smichut. Right. And my recollection is that we did not finish this, or did we finish it when we were looking at it last time?
We were assigned our homework.
2 and 7.
Okay. All right. So let's start with that then. Let's take a look at the homework here, which would be right. But did we actually finish? I don't think we finished the whole material.
We did.
We did not. We did. We did not. We did.
We did.
Oh, okay.
We did finish.
All right.
We finished the material.
Got it.
and
Just
then
okay.
We had homework.
It's the hay fever. Like my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
I get it.
seems.
Yeah. Right. Really. Okay. So we are. So we are on exercise 1. Wait. No.
Page 76, exercise 1.
Oh, that's why nothing makes sense. I'm in chapter 10. Okay.
Now, I have a question to start with.
Yeah.
On these word pairs, so like, what's the difference between, if you say, for example, Sefer HaMelech, Book of the King, what's the difference? I mean, can that be translated as the King's Book? What's the
Totally.
difference?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. They tend to get into this like Book of the King kind of thing. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. They tend to get into this sort of Book of the King sort of deal. But there we go. Yeah. The King's Book would be equally.
And
the
how
King's
would you
Book
say
is
that?
equally-
The King's Book.
Sefer HaMelech.
Well,
the Book of the King. Yeah.
There is no other way to say the King's Book.
There are
Sefer
other
Shel
ways.
Melech or something like
Sefer
that.
Shel HaMelech, yeah. Yeah, you could say Sefer Shel HaMelech, the Book of the King, but Sefer HaMelech is again what they're calling it's more efficient, fewer syllables. What they are calling here word pairs is what in rabbinical school we learn the grammar as construct form, the something of something, right? And we said like even the name of this synagogue, Beit Yisrael, right, is construct form, House of Israel, right? The Hebrew word, we were learning last time about how certain words change when they come into construct, when they're the beginning of a word pair, right? So, Bayit is house, but when you want to say house of something, it becomes Beit, right? Hence all these synagogues like Beth Shalom and Beth Israel and Beth Emeth and all these other different kinds of things, right? Because it's how they bring Beit in. So that's your deal. Okay?
But why is in English, why is it always transliterated? with
I don't know why the letter Taf always comes in a TH, but we sort of mentioned this, I think, before, like Ruth becomes Ruth.
Right,
Elizabeth.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Beth.
Well, Elizabeth is Elisheva, so that's via Greek, right? Yeah. What was the other one? Shet is Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go. So let's take a look at number 1. They want you to translate these, okay? And they want you to be cognizant of and mindful of whether it's definite or indefinite. So let's just go around the room. We'll start Faith down with you and go Faith, Alice, and Phil, and I'll do one just to make it move along. Okay, so what would Eved HaMelech be? I'm sorry, see, I read it wrong, right? Page 76. What would Eved Melech be?
A book of the king, or a king's book.
Eved, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Servant.
Right, a king's servant.
A king's servant.
Servant of a king. Okay, Allison, Eved HaMelech.
Servant of the king.
There you go. Right, Shem Ir,
A name of a city.
or a city's name. Right, because again, there's no ha there anywhere. Right.
Right.
They want you to be picky about that. Right. So a city's name and not the city's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you said it right and I heard it wrong. Okay. Shem Ha'ir. So that would be the city's name or the name of the city. Okay. Faith, back to you. Shem Yerushalayim.
The name of Jerusalem.
Yeah. Now there you can put in the.
Because it's Yerushalayim.
Yerushalayim is a definite, right? A name is a definite noun. Okay. Yad Adon.
hand of a lord.
Yeah, a lord's hand, right?
The Lord's hand.
Or yeah, right. Okay.
Master.
Master.
Oh,
Yeah.
master.
Yeah.
The
Yad
next one's
ha.
the master's hand.
Yeah. Yad ha'adon.
The
Phil?
master. The master's,
The master's hand. Okay. So then you have Yad Moshe, Moses' hand. Now, right. So you could
The
say
hand of Moses.
you could say the hand of Moses. You could also say Moses' hand because again, like it's Moses. It's definite,
Mm-hmm.
right? So okay. Faith. Lev Na'ar.
A heart of a young man.
Yeah, a young man's
Man's
heart.
heart.
A young man's heart. It's very poetic. Okay. Lev Hana'ar.
The heart of the young man.
Right, or the young man's heart.
Or the young man's heart.
Perfect. Yeah, very good. All right. Phil, Rosh HaBehema.
The animal's head.
Yeah, right. The cattle's head, the head of the cattle. Right. Ish Shalom, a man of peace. Right. Mishpata Adon, Faith.
The Lord's judgment, the Master's judgment.
The master's judgment. Right. Yad Sarah.
The hand of Sarah or Sarah's hand.
Right. Now, what's interesting about that is, just FYI, so Yad also has a meaning of memorial.
Yad Vashem.
Yad Vashem.
Yad Vashem.
Yeah, right. That it comes from a quote, I want to say from the prophet Isaiah, that says, I will give you Yad Vashem, which literally means a hand and a name, but it means like a memorial. There is there are various Israeli sort of charitable institutions that begin with Yad. Yad Lakashish, because Yad means hand, but hand in the sense of like giving someone a hand. So like Yad, which is different than like Yad Vashem. I guess what I'm saying is Yad can be used colloquially. So like there is an organization called Yad Lakashish, which is usually translated as Lifeline for the Old. And it is all kinds of wonderful services for elderly I want to say it's in Jerusalem, including like sheltered workshops where people make stuff and sell it and, all that. There's another organization actually called Yad Sarah, which I want to say was an organization that collects and then loans out for free various kinds of medical equipment, from crutches to home oxygen units to like whatever. So Yad is also used in various colloquial ways, I guess is the point of all that. All right, now I totally forgot who we're up to. Who was the last person to go? Okay, Phil, we up to you?
Yep.
So Am Haaretz.
The people of the land.
Yeah, now, this is interesting. So Am Haaretz means the people of the land. Colloquially, it's a kind of nasty epithet. Yeah, colloquially, an Am Haaretz is an ignoramus, and particularly, yes, Shabbat Shalom. No, it means an ignoramus, and particularly in the sense of someone who is Jewishly ignorant. That's a real Am Haaretz. What does he know, right?
Esau.
Huh?
Like Esau.
Or your average, or the Reform rabbi down the street, right? Yeah, what does he know, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe in the sense originally of like country bumpkin, like for somebody of the land. But however it comes to mean that, it
That
means
was Chaim Yokel.
Chaim Yankel. Well, that depends on where you grew up and where your ancestors grew up, right? Right. Well, okay. This people who are watching this is totally off topic. You can go get a snack. But, or not.
This is the fun stuff.
Maybe
This
this is
is
what's
the
really-
fun stuff.
what's really
This is
fun.
why we show up.
Oh, good. Now the truth comes out. So my father and mother, again, Yiddish speakers. Yiddish has a lot of Hebrew in it, right? It's got German and Russian, but it's also got a lot of Hebrew in it. So my father had an expression for someone who was sort of like a crude, uncouth kind of person. He would call them a balagola. What the heck is a balagola, right? So it's actually this. It's actually, and also, it is actually also a word pair. It's construct form. So balagola in Hebrew looks like this. Baal. I think I have the vowels right. Okay, I think I have the vowel. I think it's a hataf there. Baal agala. So an agala is a cart, like an ox cart, right? And Baal means like an owner of, right? So Baal agala means would be like calling somebody like a truck driver, or like, right? Or like a somebody who drives an ox cart, right? So Malagala was sort of like a
Redneck?
let's see how much classist, horrible terminology we can dredge up here, right? right. Everything you believe about Jews being elitist is true. But, and this is going on the internet yet. Awesome. What a great time to put this out there. No, it was a term for like an uncouth sort of a guy, Balagala, right? Balagala is where it comes from. Also, by the way, klezmer music, right? Actually, klezmer music is also construct, the word klezmer, right? Because klezmer comes from this in Hebrew. Clay. No, not a gimel.
That's like implement.
Yeah, it means vessel or implement.
Vessel, implement.
Implement of song. Zemer means music or song.
Zemer, yeah.
Becomes klezmer. Klezmer.
Okay, yeah.
Was that worth a guess to get here?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So klezmer, right? Klezmer. Yeah. Clergy. The term, the sort of nice, polite kind of Jewish term or Hebrew term for clergy is klei kodesh, which means like holy vessels.
Holy vessel.
Right. But the point here is that I think they teach you this early in the chapter, that when you have a masculine plural form noun, right, like yamim, right, and you want to say days of joy, yamim becomes yemei. You end up saying yemei simcha, right? So the plural of vessels, keli, is kelim. So kelim becomes clay, right?
Okay.
So clay zemer, klezmer. Right? Just like we learned like words that end in kamatz hey, like sort of stereotypical feminine singular nouns, right? Become at. So like Torah is Torah. Truth is emet. Torat emet, asher natan lanu, Torat emet, right? You gave us a Torah of truth. So similarly, words, did they talk about this in this chapter?
No.
No? Well, now I'm telling you. So maybe they didn't get this far. So words that end in im, which when you don't know any better, you guess that's a masculine plural word. Words that end in im in word pairs or construct form, im becomes a, right? So again, yom is day, yamim is days. If I want to say days of trouble, right, I would say yemei tzara, right, or days of holiness, yemei kedusha, right? So kelim with the im ending is vessels, right, or implements, and kelim, when you want to make it into a word pair construct form, becomes clay, right, klei zemer. So basically the thing is, so how do you know the difference between like word pairs and just noun adjective, right? So word pairs is always going to be two nouns. Zemer, song, is a noun or melody, right? Right? And kelim is a noun, right? If you go back to Yad Sarah, right? Sarah's hand, Yad is a noun, Sarah, a person, is a noun. Is that making sense?
Yep.
Cool. So I got off on this whole thing about Am Haaretz, meaning an ignoramus. Now we go back. All right. Can I teach you one other really nice one, though? Can I teach you a nice one? So just since we have Haaretz, so the singular of the singular word for land or country is Eretz, like Eretz Yisrael is the land of Israel, right? So we're going to touch you kind of a nasty one like Am Haaretz, meaning like ignoramus, but here's a nice one. Derech, so it's kind of weird looking resh there, okay? Derech means way or path. It should be segel. It's two of these segelit nouns with the accent on the first syllable. So the expression is derech eretz. So derech eretz would mean like the way or the path of the land. But it's a very nice term. It's hard to translate, but it comes to mean something like manners or like knowing how to treat other people, Like you want to behave with derech eretz, and if somebody says you're somebody who behaves with derech eretz, they're complimenting you, right? It means you know how to treat people, right? A mensch, gun Yiddish, right? A mensch is somebody who treats people with derech eretz, like you know, they're polite, they're kind, you know, they know how to talk to people. Let's do one last one, and then I'll get back, right? So derech means way or path. Let me give you something you know from the prayer book. Yeah, you want that?
Yeah.
Okay. So derech. So the plural of derech is going to be dirachim. Very nice. Dirachim. Okay. So dirachim, if you want it to be part of a word pair, if you want to put it in construct form, right? So let's say the word I want to put it in construct with is noam.
I thought that was coming.
Noam, which means
Okay,
pleasantness.
noam.
Pleasant. Right. Darachecha. It's going to become darche instead of drachim. Darche. Noam. V'chol netivoteha. Right. Its ways are ways of pleasantness and all its pleasant peace when we put the Torah back. Right? So darachim and noam becomes darche noam. Yeah?
Yep.
Right? Right. There it is. Okay.
Darche?
Darche.
Okay, with the
Dalid, Kamatz,
comments.
Resh, Chaf,
Oh.
2 dots, Tzere, and then a Yud. So again, look up here. Im goes to A in construct form. In word pairs, as they call them. Okay? Cool. All right. Ooh, 3 people are logged on. Hi, people. I'm sorry you can't ask questions and I can't see them. I don't know. I apologize. All right. So let us go to, I'm just going to start. I don't know where we were. 16. Eretz Shalom would mean a land of peace. Okay? Faith. Shlom Halev.
Oh, how pretty.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. The peace of the heart.
Right. Peace of the heart. Peace of the heart. Okay. Allison. Levav Ha'ach.
The brother's heart or the heart? Or
The brother's heart. The heart of the brother, right? Yeah. Either one is fine. Phil. Achi HaMishpacha.
The family's brother.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Mishpachat Adam is the man's, a man's family. A man's family. Okay? And by the way, in the expression in colloquial sort of modern Hebrew, if you want to say, the Steinberg family, you say Mishpachat Steinberg. The family of, right? Mishpachat Baum, Mishpachat Folberg. That's how you do it. Okay? When we first came to town back in 1991, I was invited to have a get-together with the only gay and lesbian Jewish organization in Austin at that time. It was a Chavurah. I don't know if it still exists. And the name of the Chavurah was Mishpachat Am Echad, a family of one people. That was the name of the thing. Way back in the day when, attitudes were not where they are now. It was interesting meeting, interesting conversation, but yeah. Okay. 21, Phil, Adon HaKol.
The master of everything,
Uh-huh.
Lord of everything.
As in, Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon HaKol. There it is, right? Aleinu, literally, it is upon us, l'shabeach, to praise, to offer praise to Adon HaKol, the master of everything. Faith, Melech Moav.
The king of Moab.
There you go. Right. Allison, Kol Hasadeh.
all of the fields?
Mm-hmm. All of the field were fields. Right. Good. Phil, Sdei Milchama.
A field of war.
Mm-hmm. A field of war.
Battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Battlefield, right. Kol Ha'amim, the voice of the peoples, or the people's voice. It's like an award show. Okay, that's the people's choice. Faith, Avi Ha'isha.
The woman's father.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Allison, Shem Hasha'ar.
name of the gate.
Right. Yeah, the name of the gate, which sometimes is easier than trying to say like the gate's
Gate's
name.
Yeah,
You know, at a
doesn't
certain
make
point,
sense.
it's yeah. All right. 2 was also in there, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna read, and we'll go around translate. I'll take the first one. Rosh Ir Moshe, the head of the city of Moses. Right now, a head of Moses city. It's like the Motor City. I mean, you know, I'm sticking the in there because it's the definite object already. You've got Moses, but you know, whatever. Let's go backwards. Phil, Kol Avi Avraham,
Abraham's father's voice.
beautiful, perfect. Allison, Lev Eshet David,
The heart of David's wife.
was usually broken throughout that entire story because he was such. Okay. Well, they say that the thing about the Tanakh is there's nobody there you would want your kid to date, right? So that's it. Okay, Faith. Shem ben... Oh, this is ridiculous. Shem ben Melech Mitzrayim.
The name of the son of the king of Egypt.
Right, good. Okay, so I get this lovely... Behemat Beit Bat Avraham. Oh, you're kidding me. I have to think about this one. The cattle of Abraham's daughter's household. Yeah? Beit Bat Avraham. Yeah, the daughter. Right. Beit it would be Abraham's daughter's house. The cattle of Abraham's daughter's house. Yeah. Okay.
It starts being like Chagad, yeah.
It is such a being like after a while. Phil, Kol Mishpat Haaretz.
The law of all the land.
Very nice. Good. Did we have 3 also? Or what else did we ask you to do?
7.
7?
7.
Let's look at 7. Oh yeah, because we wanted to practice some verbs. All right. All right. So the first sentence is Adam, and you're doing it on the verb root yada. So what does yada mean again?
No.
To know a fact or to know something, right? So Adam blank. Ki habehema amda al yad hamayim. Sounds like Pharaoh. Okay, so who we're up to? I guess Allison or Faith. Who's Allison? Go ahead. So
Yada.
great. So what does the
Adam
sentence mean?
yada. A man, or how do you know if it's a man or the biblical Adam?
Or it's anybody today named Adam. Let's make it nice. Let's make it that it's a guy named Adam.
Okay,
right?
Adam knew
Mm-hmm.
that the animal stood near the water.
Yeah, very
Okay.
nice. Perfect. Faith. Ani blank et shem ha'adam asher yashav al yad hamishpacha. It's a pretty sophisticated sentence. What do you got there?
Okay. I didn't write out the translation. It's Yadati.
Good. Ani yadati.
I knew.
Mhm.
I knew a name. I knew the name of the person
Uh-huh.
that sat by the family.
Good. Good. I don't know why I'm picturing a Shiva minion, but it sort of fits, right? Oh, I knew the name of that guy sitting next to the family. All right. Phil. C. Who blank et kol. I'm sorry. Who blank et hakol al kol ha'anashim babayit. Ooh, that's an interesting sentence.
He knew
Oh,
Hakol here means
everything.
uh-huh.
Everything.
Al normally means on. We can use it. We can say he knew everything on, but here you would better use about.
Okay. He knew everything about all the people in the house.
Right. They're talking about Rudy Giuliani, right? Okay.
I just saw Knives Out.
Did you? Oh, I just saw Knives Out too. Yeah. Very clever movie. All right. Allison. Anachnu blank et kol ha'amim asher halchu el hamilchama.
Anachnu Yadanu.
Yadanu, beautiful.
Yadanu. We knew all of the people.
Okay. All the okay. So in the sense of, and it's plural, right? So no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't leap in like this, right? Okay,
Kol I mean,
so amim here means like nations or countries
Oh,
or
okay.
peoples, and
All
that's
of
and
the-
that's all the
all-
peoples.
all the peoples who went to war.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You don't have to say the war, right? We knew all the peoples. We knew all the nations who went to war. Okay. Faith. Atem blank et kol ha'ish asher shmatem baderech.
Atem yadatem.
Mm-hmm. So-
You guys.
Yeah, y'all, right? You guys, right?
You
or
guys
or in
knew-
New Jersey, you guys, right? Yeah.
You guys knew the sound. You guys knew the voice of the man that you heard on the path.
Yeah, or along the way. Yeah, nice. Very good. Very good. These are not easy. Were we going to try to do some more of this of 7 here? You want to do the rest?
Yeah, because it's.
They're nice. Yeah, and they're nice. Yeah.
Style.
All right. So now we're going to do Allah, right? And the thing with this is going to be, it's one of these, if you remember the pei ayin lamed idea, pei is the first letter of the root, ayin's the second, lamed's the third. So this is what's called a lamed hey verb, right? So remember that what happens is instead of being like shamarti, right, I guarded, it's going to be aliti, right? The hey drops and you get a yud and an e sound, right? Instead of being halachnu, it's going to be alinu, we went up. In fact, there's an old pioneering song called Artsa Alinu. Artsa Alinu, Artsa, right? Artsa, when you add a hey to the end of a place name, like Yerushalayima or Austina, right? Or Eretz Artsa, it means to that place. So Artsa Alinu means we went up to the land. We went to Israel, right? From the Chalutzim. Okay, I'll take the first one just to kind of maybe get our rhythm going here. So we're, again, for people who are streaming here, we're on page 77 of the book, section 2 near the bottom, section 2 of number 7. Avi Sarah blank al hahar ad rosh hahar. Okay, so Avi Sarah, right, Sarah's father, Allah, he went up, al hahar, on the mountain, ad rosh hahar, until its peak, right? Its head, its peak. And that's the expression. The peak of a mountain is called rosh, its head. Okay? Faith, let's just to keep it interesting, let's reverse the order that we're going around here. So B, I'll read it so you can hear it and think about it, and then I'll ask you to do it. So Bat Avraham blank min hasadeh el sha'ar Yerushalayim im kol hamishpacha. Now, I just want you to see that, like, considering like when we started working on this, if we're translating sentences like this, these are like real complex sentences, right? So let's take a swipe at that. Bat Avraham.
Okay. Abraham's daughter went. Oh, sorry. Alta went up
Alta, good.
from the field to the gate of Jerusalem with the whole family.
Very nice, right? So just to go, I should say this one time, right? Ani aliti, ata alita, at alit. Hu ala, he alta, anachnu, what is it? Alinu, right? Anachnu alinu, atem alitem, aten aliten, hemen hein alu, and the hey just disappears. It's a weak letter. It just goes away. All right. So, Allison, we are up to C. Yeah, and I'll read it so you can kind of hear it and listen to it, and then let's hear what you got. So, anachnu blank al hahar va'anachnu shamarnu et haderech kol hayom. It's kind of like soldiers, okay?
Anachnu alinu.
Good. So what's that mean?
That means we ascended
Mm-hmm.
upon the mountain,
Right.
and we guarded the roads all day.
Yeah, very nice. Wow. Kol hakavod, everybody. Good for you. Good job. All right. So now we're going to go fill to D. Ata blank el ha'ir im Moshe ki lo haya lechem babayit. I just get a kick out of like the sentences they come up with. Okay. All right.
Ali, Alita.
Ata alita.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You went up to the city with Moses, who.
Okay, so here key is probably better translated as because.
Okay. Because there was no bread in the house.
Right. Right. Very good. You went to buy some bread in the city. Okay. And finally, Faith, you got E. I'll read it. Anochi, blank, mimitzrayim, va'ani ra'iti. Ooh, there's another nice lamed hey verb, right? Ra'iti. Anochi, blank, mimitzrayim, va'ani ra'iti et eretz Moav.
Anochi aliti, I went up from Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw the land of Moab.
Nice. Really good work, guys. Well done. I feel like as a reward, we can look at chapter 10.
I have a question.
Yes,
on the
sir.
next page.
Yep.
9, number 1.
Yes, I had a question about that.
Why
Look at you guys doing extra work.
the
I
so-
need the.
I'm so proud of you all.
the
I
first
didn't get through it.
Yeah.
Baderech, and then at the beginning of the next line, Baderech. Why the difference?
All right, so let's take a look at it. Let me look at this one here. Okay. So the instructions are rewrite the following sentences, replacing the underlined word. We're on number 9 on page 78. Rewrite the following sentences, replacing the underlined word with each word that follows. Read the sentences aloud and translate. All right. Oh, I see what they want you to do. All right. So the first one, Ani halachti, I went, im hamishpacha,
With the family.
with the family, bein hasha'arim b'derech Mitzrayim, between the gates on the way to Egypt, right? Va'ani yadati, and I knew, ki hayu b'derech lechem umayim, and I knew that along the way there was bread and water. Okay, so now they want you to switch it to ata, right?
Well, no, my question is, why is in the first derech, derech, and the second one, ba derech?
Okay, so I am going to assume it's for the following reason. Since Mitzrayim is already a definite article, is already a definite noun, you don't need the ba to indicate that
We
it's
learned
the.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's here.
right.
Yep.
It's like an idiom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So then, like, the second one would be Ata halachta, and the third one would be Moshe halach, right? And then you would have Anachnu. What would it be for halach? You see where I am? You see like
Halchu.
gimel, huh?
Halchu.
Halach. nu.
Halachnu,
Halachnu.
right? Atem halachtem. Aten halachten, right? Haim halchu, and what would he be? Halcha. Yeah? Any other ones in 9? Any other ones under 9 that you want to look at?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Y'all done?
All done.
Yeah, we're good?
We're good.
All right. Word pairs plural. Oh, because
I
this is
thought-
good. We didn't get this
I
yet.
thought a tall tale was going to end up that the king was gay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just. It was okay.
Yeah.
Let's
But
see.
there was no one for me.
He just-
Well, and then he figured it out. A string of bad marriages. He figured it out. All right. So, word pairs plural. How are we doing on time? We're doing well. Oral review you can do on your own. Let's do vocabulary on page 82. Let us forge ahead, my friends.
Yes.
Page 82. So, the word for tent, when I was in about 6th grade in Hebrew school, was the funniest thing ever because it was oh hell. And we just thought, back in the day when hell was like something you weren't supposed to say, we just thought oh hell was like, that was just a knee slapper right there. Okay, so oh hell. The plural is ohalim. And ohel, right, they're saying like, so if I want to say
Word pair.
Abraham's, word pair. If I want to say Abraham's tent, ohel Avraham. Okay. Zahav is gold. Yaakov is Jacob. Ko is thus. I don't know how much you hear it in modern Hebrew. You would more say kach, kachu amar, or kacha. Kind of means the same thing. But ko often comes in the phrase like ko amar Adonai, thus says God, and you see it in prophetic literature. You crack open Isaiah, Jeremiah, Amos, and there's a lot of ko amar, thus says, right? Kohen is a priest. It's also obviously where the Jewish names Cohen and Khan and Kahan, and it's also Kaplan. It's also where the name Katz comes from. Did you know Katz is an acronym? Katz is an acronym. Katz stands for it's a word pair. It stands for Kohen Tzedek, a true Kohen, the genuine article. Yeah, Katz is an acronym for Kohen Tzedek.
I have a friend his family name was changed to Cates, but it
Was
was
Katz.
Yeah. I should tell him this.
I always thought, people are now making it's become really fashionable to make fun of the movie Cats. Apparently, like the movie is like some kind of a bad drug trip. It's like really like terrible. It's not even bad enough to be good. It's just really bad. But I always pictured like a movie about a bunch of old guys working in the garment district called Cats, but it's spelled Katz. Tell Cats to come here. All right. Okay. So we have all these different forms. At the top of page 82 again, we've got Kohen and Kohanim is plural, and Kohen something is the construct form. All right. Look, what we were just talking about. Kli, singular, is a vessel. The plural is kelim, right? Or they say vessel, implement, or dish, right? Kli is singular construct, and I think they're probably going to tell you that like clay is plural. But okay, midbar is wilderness, and then midbar something is the wilderness of something, which you get again a lot in the Torah text. Okay, top of the left-hand paragraph, makom is place, mikomot is places. Yeah, it is masculine. Yeah, it's one of those weird things. Yes. Beyond gender, right? And then mikom would be place of. Speaking of beyond gender, makom, interestingly enough, the word place is a rabbinic, like Talmudic, Mishnaic, Midrashic, Hebrew slang name, not name. It is a pet name for God. God is referred to as hamakom, the place, which is strange, right? There's a famous quote from rabbinic literature that says, God is the place of the world, but the world is not God's place, right? This is sort of like the ground of being. Feels very Kabbalistic. Hamakom. Okay. Nefesh, nice segalit noun, right? Top of the page. Nefesh, soul or person. Person or individual is kind of the biblical meaning, the original meaning. The idea of nefesh as like a soul or spirit, right, is more rabbinic. Sometimes nefesh in legal passages in the Torah is like it means like the party of the first part. Nefesh ki tefeta, when someone sins and does X, Y, and Z. Later on, there's also this sense that nefesh sometimes means like your breathing apparatus, like anything from like your sternum or your abdomen. What am I trying to think? Your diaphragm, right? Mm-hmm. What was that thing you always told me? No, when I was like playing, when I was a trumpet player, right? Yeah, pull through your diaphragm, right? Or singers, whatever, right? So your nefesh is like, this is your nefesh. So there's a line in the book of Psalms, I think, that says, "Save me, God, ki va'u mayim ad nafesh," because the waters have come up to my nefesh, which means like I'm up to my neck in it, right? Or something like that. Later on, it means like soul. Okay. Can I give you one other really nice thing about that? Mm-hmm. Just a little chicken soup for the Hebrew scholar soul here. So, one of the very first Rashi passages I ever learned my first year of rabbinical school from Rabbi Ben Hollander, Alav Hashalom, a blessed memory. You're supposed to cite your teacher by name. Was a famous. Rashi gets it from a midrash. The famous line about in Lech Lecha, where Abraham gets up, Lech Lecha me'artzecha, get up and move and go El ha'aretz asher eka, to the land that I will show you. So it says that they got up and they took all their cattle and all their stuff and the flat screen TV and they tied it to a couple of camels, right? And they also took et hanefesh asher asu becharan. They took the nefesh, whatever that means, right? And nefesh, by the way, in biblical Hebrew sometimes can be like a collective sort of plural. It can mean like a group of, right? They took the nefesh asher, which asu, literally they had made in Haran, which is where they were before they went, right? So a sort of plain sense kind of pshat, literal translation of that probably means they took the individuals that they had acquired in Haran, meaning like servants and slaves and stuff, right? But because oseh can mean to make, and because by the time Rashi is citing Midrash, it means soul, what does it mean they took with them the souls that they had made in Haran? So that leads to this whole idea, it plays into this whole rabbinic sort of backstory for Abraham that he's the first one to discover God. And the Nefesh Asher Asu B'Haran comes to mean the people that they had converted to monotheism in Haran, they took with them. And it says, Sarah would take the women to the mikveh and Abraham would circumcise the men, and this is, how they did it. So, it's this whole beautiful kind of backstory fantasy, but the little wordplay of nefesh meaning, the individuals they had acquired there, but they translated as the souls that they had made there, right? And it uses this expression, I think the Rashi cites the expression, they brought the people... that they had brought tachat kanfei hashchina, that they had brought under the wings of God's presence, which is this lovely poetic way of saying when someone becomes a Jew, they enter the wings of the Shekhinah, under the shelter of the Shekhinah. It's very nice. All right. Anyway, od has a few meanings, as you can see. It's a squishy word. Again, still, another, yet, and more. Od Avinu Chai, our ancestors yet live when we sing Am Yisrael Chai, right? Od Pa'am, once again, one more time, right? Atarotze Od, do you want more? Like you're dishing out food, right? Do you want some more?
Od Yahalalucha Selah.
Od Yahalalucha Selah, very nice. Ashrei Yoshvei Vetecha, happy are those who sit in your house or dwell in your house. Od Yahalalucha Selah, they will, I think, again or yet or still, Yahalalucha, right, from Hillel to praise, they will yet praise you, or they will praise you continually, something like that. Nice one, Phil. Good. All right. Panim. Panim means either face or faces, and it's both masculine and feminine. So you can have panim yafot. You can have a beautiful face. Right.
I think you skipped over eye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eye. Most parts of the body are feminine.
Okay.
Ayin is eye. Einayim, eyes. And ein, something, is eye of.
Ein Sof.
But Ein Sof like that is spelled with an aleph.
Oh.
Ein with an aleph Yud Nun, instead of ayin, I, which is ayin Yud Nun.
There's not.
Yeah, it's like ain't. It's like ain't. There ain't. Right? Ein od. V'al ha'aretz mitachat ein lo. We're speaking about God. V'al ha'aretz, right? Mitachat. So upon the earth, mitachat, below, ein od. There is none else. There's no one else but God. Right. Nice. Or that, too. You can do that, too. All right. All right. So panim, face or faces. Right. Rachel is the name Rachel. Easy enough. Sar or sarim means commander or officer or prince, which is why the name Sarah means like princess or commander, depending upon how you felt about Sarah. All right. Plural word pairs. So this is what we were talking about with Kalim and Kalei. We're already advanced. Okay, this is going to already look familiar to you, I think. How you doing out there in internet land, people? Hi. We hope you're okay. All right. We just don't want you to think we forgot you. Word pairs, plural. In the last chapter, it says on page 82, all the word pairs had singular nouns as the first word of the word pair. This chapter will introduce word pairs in the plural. Aren't you excited? My heart is going pitter-patter right now. Many plural nouns change their form when they are the first word of a Hebrew word pair. Remember that the second word of a Hebrew word pair always remains unchanged. All right, so plural nouns ending in "im." We've said this already. When a plural noun that ends in "im" is the first word of a word pair, it changes, the "im" changes to "a." Sometimes there are additional vowel changes in the word. So, sha'arim means gates, right? Gates of a city would be sha'arei ir, right? There is a famous hospital in Jerusalem called Sha'arei Tzedek, Gates of Righteousness. Or we sing, Pitchu pitchu li Sha'arei Tzedek, right? Open for me the gates of righteousness, or some people translate victory. Okay. Banim, sons. Sons of a family, b'nei mishpacha. How about sons of a mitzvah? B'nei mitzvah.
Or B'nai Brit.
Or B'nai Brit. Right. B'nai Brith, right? Sons of the covenant. People of the covenant. Okay. Anashim, people. Anshe Mitzrayim, the people of Egypt. And there are synagogues also called Anshe this and Anshe that. Anshe Chesed is one, right? People of mercy or people of loving kindness.